Hey guys, what is going on? Diamond Dan Maverick is here, back with another video. Happy New Year to everybody for those who have already celebrated or getting ready to celebrate tonight. I hope that 2023 brings us everything that we could ever ask for. Unfortunately, probably one of those things is not going to be any improvements in this game. It seems we kind of can't catch a break. Missing information from the blog. I don't know if anybody has seen, but there's a controversial part of that blog where it says that man, I probably should have brought this up, but pretty much whenever we have like a in-game currency that is awarded towards like specific milestones, but from what I assume like month-long events, that when we claim them in our on the web store, it automatically is claimed into our in-game. I could see how that helps, you know, in case people forget to claim it in their inbox. At the same time, you know, we don't know what that's going to look like. You know, are they going to award us points as well as other things we might need that we would probably normally hoard? You know, that could create some conflict. It seems as every time they kind of create these events for us to have to, you know, overcome these insane obstacles, and we kind of figure out new ways of, like, you know, dealing with them. Like, we would hoard our inboxes, so they, you know, hit us with that only 7-day thing, or else it'll expire. And now now that we kind of figure out how to hoard around that, we have the claim all bug, and now they kind of have this. So let's see what that does. You know, it could be good, I don't know, but just kind of pulse check on this month-long event. It seems we are hitting that milestone of 750,000 points. Once everything is collected, I assume we might have a few extra ones, since the event goes until what, Tuesday, so Sunday, Monday. It looks like there should be like another almost 8,600 points. So I mean, while we're here, let's see what that will look like. And it kind of sucks too, because it, you know, looking at 767,000, okay, you know, 17,000 above, it kind of sucks because it's like you're only allowed to miss like 4 or 5 days from the daily claims in order to like miss the month-long event, and then you would have to get everything else. That kind of, you know, that's hard. I can understand, you know, the struggle with that, but it seems they've been pretty good with us hitting, you know, everything we need to hit to get all the points to finish all the milestones. So it's really just about grinding at this point. Taking a look at the blog that came out, we did have some information. You know, as we mentioned, we are about to start our next month-long event, with this one coming to an end on Monday, Tuesday. I swear all these days are meshing together. You know, that weird part between Christmas and New Year's that you just forget what day of the week it is? That's where I'm at right now, so apologies for that. 3 days left. Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday this event will end. We'll have that little bridge in between of a day, and then the next month-long event will start on Wednesday the 4th. Do keep in mind, there's a coordinated assault on the 7th and the 20th. You know, we always need to kind of save our energy from any strike passes that they give us. Just kind of be on the lookout days before that on what we need to start hoarding. Avengers Tower is going to return on the 3rd. Villains Hard Difficulties Chapters 3 and 4 is going to unlock on the 4th. Now, keep in mind, you know, we didn't notice this at first. It wasn't really announced, and then players kind of noticed this. So in the heroic difficulties 3 and 4, I forgot, I think it's chapter 4, the anti-venom node grants you gold orb fragments when you farm that. So I mean, I maxed out anti-venom, but I'm farming that node just for the gold orbs. Now villains node 4-6, I forgot, I think it's dagger, that's gonna have training orb fragments, so we get to farm at least 400 training orbs a day, which is not a lot, but the way that the game has kind of been going, you know, they're at least throwing us something, so that's great. The next Strike Pass is going to release on the 4th, is going to feature Spider Weaver. As I mentioned before, early on in the Strike Pass, we have all of that energy, the ISO 8 energy, so do not claim that. Hold that until the 7th, and then, you know, go ahead and, you know, use that for coordinated assault. Dark Beast is going to go into the various orbs, basic, mega, premium, all those orbs. Nemesis is going to the elite store. Really weird, they don't announce it anymore what specific day. I'm guessing it's just like the following week or so. They did this in the last blog. Normally they would say like, hey, what day it's happening. There doesn't seem like they're doing that anymore. But one thing that was missing from the blog was the next farmable character. Usually every first Wednesday of the month, we have a new farmable character. The last one was Nico in the raid store, but that one was also kind of delayed a few days. They said it was like for a specific day, and she didn't show up until like 2 days later. So I don't know. Nothing on that at the moment. I'm kind of hoping it's a God, I do not want a war character. I can't deal with these war store characters. They need orbs for that store. I'm kind of hoping it's a blitz character because I've been saving a lot for that, and that would be nice. So, all right, diving into next week's event. Next week is going to be the Power Broker Bargain event. Now, this is going to be the first event for the month-long event for U.S. agents. Same thing every month. You know, you collect special items. This one is Justice medals, I believe. And then, you know, the special items, they filter into the month-long event, blah, 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 blah. But what's weird about this, and I mentioned this on Reddit, wrong thing, is that in the blog, it says, spend gold and win Cosmic Crucible battles, okay, to earn points for a milestone that rewards Justice medals, Convincer, Dark Beach character shards, T4, and Dark Promotion credits. Awesome, sounds great. But where? It's not listed anywhere. Normally they would tell us, you know, milestone whatever is the last one to get all these, you know, the Justice medals, the Convincer, where the Dark Beast shards, where the Dark Promotion credits. So I'm gonna do my best just to give you an idea of how many points you can get from this. But I don't know which milestone we need to hit. And kudos to God, I should have wrote down the name, and I deeply apologize for this. Another user on Reddit mentioned to me that in the Harbinger of the End event, that we got those milestone points as a free claim every day. They might throw us that again for this event, so it, you know, it doesn't seem so bleak, but again, we don't know for sure. It seems like they just kind of throw us those things without, you know, without telling us ahead of time. So with winning Cosmic Crucible, now you can remove a heavy you know, if you have a heavy defense, certain teams are challenging to be, you know, Unlimited X-Men tends to be the harder one to beat if you have them on defense and then you have to go up against them. So feel free to take down certain teams if you need them more for offense to get guaranteed wins. Also, what's weird is since the month-long event starts on Wednesday, Cosmic Crucible begins on Monday. So Trial 1 is Monday, Trial 2 is Tuesday, Trial 3 is on Wednesday, unless I'm off a little bit. Trial 3 starts on Wednesday. Yeah, so they're starting this event during Trial 3, and then we're gonna wait about 4 days until for next week's Trial 1 and Trial 2. This just looks weird to do that. I don't know why. They might delay the event too. In the blog, it said that these are right now the dates for the launch of these events, but I guess it could change. That's their way of, you know, subject to change. That's their way of saying that. So this is just weird. I don't think they thought this out. So 2 million points per Crucible win, 1 point per gold. So I advise everybody to kind of just start hoarding your gold. Unless you're doing anything particular. My alliance, we are aiming for a 3.4 Doom raid, 100% completion next week. So we have to build our death seeds right now, and we kind of told each other, unless, you know, build them, anything else, hoard your gold. So I'm hoarding at the moment. So again, 3 Cosmic Crucible trials, 6 rooms, that 2 million, what is that? 6, 12, 18, I can't do math in my head. Yeah, so possible right here, 15 wins. 15 wins can award you 30 million points. Now that's 5 wins per Crucible. Allow yourself that 1 room you can't beat. Now, if you can clear all rooms, that's 6 rooms a day, 18 possible wins, 36 million points is possible. Okay, so that lands us at about just underneath milestone 18. That seems like a decent amount of milestones for the last special items. In the back of my head, I'm kind of thinking, if you take a look, 40 million, 43 million, 47, these are pretty close together. Then when you get to, it looks like around here. So this is a 4 million difference. And then we're kind of going to like a 6 million difference and almost over an 8 million difference. So I'm guessing, and then this is where you get the T2s. I'm guessing the last milestone is going to be around 54. That's my guess. I could be wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong, because I'm sure people are not sitting on 20 million gold to be spending. So, and again, hopefully they throw some milestone points. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that event. But looking at the next event underneath that one is going to be the War Inc Web Milestone. Now, again, see, they list the Justice medals here. This is missing from the last event. So this one is going to be regarding playing with your underworld, more points if you battle with gear 13 or gear 15. If you guys ever need to know that this is coming up, I've told a couple of people on Facebook about this. Tawna's Discord is a great Discord to be linked to. Whenever he comes out with the data mines, it gives you a heads up of what's coming up. So I started building my underworld team early. But it's you know, if you are a heavy, you know, war person, you don't really need a built underworld team for this one. So again, milestone 10, 20,000 points is what you need to achieve over 7 days. It's a web milestone, so make sure to check the web store for that. 500 points for just battling in war. Remember to battle, do not quit. You do not get points if you quit. Battling with your underworld gives you 200 points per underworld person for a total of 1,000 every time you battle with them. Gear 13 or more is 100 points per character, so 500 points. Gear 15 or more is about 500 points, but they stack, so it would be a total of 3,000 points if you were to battle with a gear 15 or more. So keep that in mind. So this is actually my second take on this video. As I was listening to my video, I realized I had an error in my math. So if you, a couple of seconds ago, you would have seen that this was a little bit higher. It's actually a little bit less now because, again, my math was wrong. Sorry about that. I should probably double check my math before I post these videos. So if you're doing 12 attacks in war with an underworld team that's, let's say, gear 12, or hell, let's say they're all level 1, gear 1, you know, whatever. You do get about 1,500 points from doing that every war. You actually just missed the last milestone by 500 points. So that's an easy extra battle in just a single war. So you can do 2 wars with 12 war battles, and then your last one is going to be 13 war battles. So you are using those refreshes, so keep that in mind. Especially if your team is pretty heavy on doing full clears. It's tricky. I know my alliance sometimes hits that point where, you know, we're in different time zones and we want everybody to get their attacks in. At the same time, we also want to win war. And there have been times where people don't get that many attacks in because, you know, they have work or different time zone. They just miss it. So that's why building them is at least a little bit better. It allows you that, you know, that room that if you can't get in those final attacks, the gear levels is what helps you get the points. If you do have them at gear 13 or even 14, with only 11 war battles, you'll end at 21,000 points. So much better. That's even if that's 11 war battles in one, you have 1,000 points of leeway. So 10 attacks the second war, 10 attacks the third war. That's much better. Now if you have them at gear 15 or higher, you only have to do 6 battles, so that pretty much guarantees that you'll be able to finish this event. I hate that it's such a dramatic difference from 11 battles to only 6 battles, but you know, it seems gear 13 might be the best. You know, you're not leveling them up so high, you're not using so many resources. I would probably recommend gear 13 for this one. So that's it for the event, guys. Pretty easy. Again, we will wait on next week to see what is the actual milestone that we hit. I actually submitted a ticket to customer service to just kind of give them a heads up of like, hey, this is wrong, somebody please fix this. So let's see if we get, like, you know, something Monday or Tuesday kind of, you know, addressing that. If not, we'll wait till Wednesday to see what milestone we need to hit. But that is it for today's video, guys. Again, happy new year to everyone, and remember, keep on shining.